Ty, how did Kawhi look to you tonight?
It looked pretty good. I mean, as far as just movement-wise, I really don't evaluate the making shots and handling the basketball, but moving-wise, defensively, he looked pretty good. So just good to have him back out on the floor.
Did you see what you would expect to see in terms of everybody else's movement with him on the floor and just
Not yet. I mean, it's still early, and we really haven't had a steady dose of it, and so we just got to get better with it. And the positive thing was he's a plus 26 when he's on the floor. And just his impact defensively. Even though offensively we didn't play great, but his impact defensively is huge for us. And so, with him on the floor, we're a different team.
Ty, Reggie scored in double figures for you guys in 4 of the last 6 games. Shot well in the games that he didn't. But what's changed, I guess, if anything has changed about his approach and the way he's, providing for you guys on that end of the floor?
I think, playing with more pace, I think put him in more actions. And then he's been able to get some catch and shoot threes as well, which we know he's great at. And so, he's attacking the basket, playing with that kind of pace. He's a tough cover, and we understand that. And so just trying to keep him in a rhythm and just try to, keep our team in a rhythm and how we want to play. But like I said, Reggie's been playing good as of late.
Have you been able to coach this team the way you want to, given all the guys that are in and out? Have you been able to coach?
Not yet, but it's coming. It'll happen. Like I said, guys being in and out, it's tough. It's part of the whole league. We're not the only team going through it, so it's part of the game, and, we just got to adjust, as we go. And I thought, one adjustment was, getting Moses in the game, I thought was a huge turning point for us as far as just his activity, his energy, being 7'2", like we needed that. And then I thought, Dan Craig and, Brendan O'Connor with the defense coming out, blitzing Bogdanovich in the second half changed the game for us as well. So just a few adjustments that we made that kind of helped us win this game. It wasn't pretty, but, we'll take it.
Ty, what do you feel like is the next step for Kawhi? Obviously, getting him back, getting him in the starting lineup. That you mentioned is plus minus. What's the next step that you look for as soon as Saturday?
I'm playing Saturday. I mean, I really don't know. Like I said, it's going to be a game by game, day by day, just making sure he feels good. And we're going to ride our medical staff on this one and just kind of see, how it plays out. But he feels good, and, be able to get him on the floor the way we did, like I said, was good. And so continue to keep building off that, try to get our rotations going and try to get our rotations right, and then just kind of, try to build from there.
His ability to make the right decision, even though you weren't looking for a lot of scoring, a lot of buckets from him, but his ability to keep the offense going, how satisfied were you with that?
Yeah, I think just give us a sense of calmness, when he has the ball in his hands and be able to post him and be able to get him in the spots where he can ISO. But coming off some plays, he made a good pass to Marcus, just simple play when Marcus kind of got going, made 2 threes in a row. Like I said, just having him on the floor, is huge for us. And so, the way PG's been playing, having to do so much, now he can kind of get some rest. And, Reggie and Marcus and, now Kawhi can help us out until we get Kawhi up to speed.
Ty, before the game, you mentioned you think you guys should be shooting more threes. First quarter, I believe you only took 3, and then you finished the game with 30. Kind of what changed to kind of ramp that up, and what would you like to see the team do more of in order to generate threes?
Get to the paint. That's always been what we talked about. Get to the paint or die trying. And so when we don't get to the paint, we're a totally different team. If we're just a jump shooting team off the dribble, we're not as good. When we penetrate, get into the paint, teams are helping. And now we kick out for threes, we're a much different team. And we understand that. And so we just got to keep, putting the emphasis on getting to that paint and making the right play. And, like I said, the second, third, and fourth quarter things kind of changed in that regard of just getting into the paint and trying to make the right play.
Ty, I think you've used the word checkpoints before with Kawhi. Does Kawhi have to go through does he have to pass certain tests the next day to see how he feels as far as his availability for the next game?
I don't think so. I mean, just seeing how he feels is the most important thing. It's not anything he has to check any boxes or anything like that, but just making sure he's feeling good is the biggest thing. Oh, sorry.
Coach. Congrats on the win. So what is with you guys' slow starts in the first quarter? You guys scored 15 against Dallas, 15 tonight in the first quarter. What do you think? Why are you guys coming out so lackadaisical, in your opinion?
I don't know. I mean, maybe we're a second half team. I, I can't explain it, man. I really can't. Like I said, the flow is different. I think tonight starting Kawhi because he hasn't been in the lineup, playing 6 minutes and then coming out. Dallas, 3 games in 4 nights. We didn't particularly play well as far as attacking the paint, doing what we're supposed to do, and that could have been a little bit tired, a little bit not executing the right thing. But we just got to continue to keep building off of it. We knew it wasn't going to be pretty. We knew it was going to take some time, but with Kawhi being out this long, we kind of had to start all over again. And so it's been a process. It's going to take a little time, So just try to keep winning as many games we can until we get it right, and we'll go from there.
Hey, Ty, what's it like for you, like managing the unknown, both short term and long term?
I don't know. Something I've gotten used to the last couple of years. But like I said, it's nothing you can do about it. Injuries is a part of the game. You hate to see it happen, but, it's a part of the game for every team. And it's not just us. And, just talking to coaches around the league, a lot of different teams are going through the same thing, And so it's just a process, man, and just hopefully we can get Kawhi, keep him on the floor for a long period of time so we can kind of get our rhythm and get our rotations and try to see, the team that we're actually going to be, And so I know we've been great defensively. We got to continue to be, continue to keep being good defensively. That's what we're going to hang our hat on. And so that's a part of effort, and playing hard and competing. So defensively, being number 2 in the league is great. But now offensively, we got to find a rhythm of how we want to play, who we want to play through, and making the right plays. And so that's my biggest emphasis right now is just offensively getting better.
It's earlier today, Nico was talking about the 3-point shooting and the accuracy, and he was saying that the shot quality is just so different when you don't have like 2 shot creators like a Kawhi and a PG on the floor who can get open shots for others. Even with Kawhi back, like are there things you guys have to do better to get better looks from 3 to maybe raise those?
Yeah, I
accuracy
think
rates?
things we work on every single day: drive, closeouts, get to the paints, drive, kick, swing. If you don't have it, get to the next action. Continue to keep harping on that, until we get it down. But we got to be able to drive closeouts when teams are overhelping, and just make this simple flow pass. And now we create an advantage. We can put the ball on the floor and make a play for somebody else. And so those are things we got to get better at. And like I said, we got a lot of talent. We got a lot of guys that can score the basketball. But we got to put together where the individual talent becomes a team talent. And so that's what we got to continue to keep working on.